I haven't been on a flashback trip before. It's my first time, and I'm glad I did it. So I chose to come to Vietnam because it'd always been somewhere that I wanted to go. I wanted to travel here many years ago, and then work happened, got pulled into sort of professional life, and I'd always put it on the back burner, and I just thought, if not now, when? So working in the NHS with everything that had gone on, I thought, no, I absolutely need to go and have some proper me time. And Vietnam was the top of my list. And then when I saw the flashback trip, I knew that was the way to go. I wanted to just be on my own, but meet people of a similar age group. I have to say, when I thought about coming to Vietnam, I was fully prepared for there being lots of things I couldn't eat or didn't want to eat. I'm a flexitarian, so I was conscious of the fact that it might be quite difficult, particularly with the street food culture, but I found it incredibly easy being accommodated for in terms of every single night I've had something that I could eat. Not just something I could eat as a token gesture, it's been full of flavour and been amazing, and it's exceeded my expectations in terms of that. They just keep bringing it, and they keep finding new ways to put those flavours together. What I've done on this trip, I could have never organised myself. And I think in terms of good value for money, it's exceeded that, because it would have cost me so much more, not just in my valuable time of spending this amount of time doing all the adventures that we've done in this space of time. I wouldn't have known to go to some more of the local venues where you're not only supporting some of the local families, local communities. You'd have been perhaps worried about making some of the choices, going to some of the more isolated locations. And in terms of how much it cost, I think it's absolutely been worth every penny. There's been so many times where we've laughed so much that we can't even remember what the original joke was. Part of that was obviously about the wonderful day where we've sat there and said to each other, can you believe we're here? Let's be present in this moment and think about all these wonderful things that we're doing. But equally, sometimes it was just about the group dynamic that we'd created, whereby we were sitting across from a fabulous meal with each other and just laughing and giggling and just enjoying being with people as well as where we were. So I think it's, again, whether I was incredibly lucky to get who I got, but everyone got on so well. It was matched so well in terms of where everyone was from. We were just like learning about each other's own home cities and having great deep conversations. And I do think that the majority of us will stay in touch in some form from off the back of this. So camaraderie, things that people do that go out of their way, whether it's bringing you a coffee in the middle of the day when you're getting a tattoo in Vietnam, that to me that's friendship. So my flashback leader, Lee, what a character. I knew as soon as I saw this bounding bundle of joy coming over to me that we were just going to get on really well. He introduced himself, he told me a little bit about his own family and his life, and obviously incredibly passionate about the country that he lives in. He just went above and beyond every time. It just looked seamless, but you'd turn around and perhaps he was on the phone arranging the next thing that we were going to do, but he never made it feel like he was having to plan. He made it look effortless. But, you know, he made sure we knew he was there. He would lead us across the busy streets. He would guide us if we had any questions. He'd answer them. And around the meal times, when I was making my choices of whether I was going to eat the fish that evening or I wanted a vegetarian meal, he always made sure that I was happy with what I'd been given. And I just knew he was there if there was anything that I needed. And he really was absolutely present all the time along the way. And it didn't seem like a job for him. It seemed like he genuinely wanted to show people his country. I've loved every second of this trip. I've pushed it to the absolute limit every day. I mean, there was nights when I've had to make myself go to bed because I've wanted to spend time either with my whole pack, or I want to spend time with my roommate, or I want to do more and I want to see more. And it was, it's just been great. Just what I needed to kind of top up my soul a little bit.